And good morning again, folks. We've got some more maintenance items to take care of today. This is fairly typical for the maple business. By the way, welcome back to Transylvania. My name is Fran and I'm in the maple business. But anyways, here's what we got to deal with today. Just this typical normal stuff. I have a main line here, right here. It's a 3/4 inch main line. And the top of this tree here, let me get out of the sun. The top of the tree here blew off and came down and took it all out on me. It's something that happens every now and then. You just got to deal with it. Got some nice firewood out of it anyways. But this was a tree that I had a couple taps in. It's a real nice asset that is now out of commission. And I have to get this off my main line, and then I have to repair the line. Now what I'm assuming based on how this is, and I think I can see it right there, the wire that holds that tubing is snapped underneath this log somewhere. So I got to cut the tree off, and then I'll have to come back another day and repair this main line and get it all back up to where it's supposed to be. Probably replace some of that tubing too. So, well, let's get to work. I think my chain's a little bit dull. I think I'm going to go back and get a different chain. This thing is dull. Alright, let's change out this dull chain. Alright, here's our better chain. Put that in there like that. Well, that's good enough for this one for now. I'll come back some other time and chunk up the rest of this and take it back and use it. But I'll come back another day and fix this line. This is line 7 here in sugarbush 1. All I have to do really is looks kind of bad, but it's not that bad. I just have to put this wire back together here, splice this wire, this hard wire back together, and make sure all of my tie backs are where I want them. And that should be good. But I'm getting all of the wood cutting out of the way today because we got some snow coming this week, and cutting these trees off of here when there's 6-8 inches or a foot of snow on everything is kind of difficult. So we're trying to get it done today. Okay, here's my next problem. We're still in sugarbush 1. Here's the other end of line 7. Yeah. And what we have here is I had one of my prime sugar maples over here blow down. There must have been a pretty good storm up here in September, because I was up here in the summer and I didn't see anything like this. But the wind threw this tree down in one piece, root ball and all, peeled it right up. And in the process, it also took out this beech tree. So I have kind of a double whammy here. I got this big maple laying on my main line, and I also have this beech tree here laying on the same main line. So my goal here is just to get the trees off the line and get the line back up. I'm not here to cut up all the firewood and handle all that. I'll do that another time. Time is of the essence. I gotta get all this work done before we get the snow this week, like I was talking. So yeah, one of my prime asset sugar maple trees got peeled right up, root ball and all. Here's the beech. So now I can get started on this. And there it is. It's good enough for now. I got the tree off the line. I got my main line propped back up here. So that drop line over there, that lateral, I'm going to have to repair that. Obviously, since the tree that it was on is no longer, so that's no big deal. I'll do that another day. So on to the next problem, or as Dale Carnegie would say, opportunity. And here's my next opportunity. This was a tree that had been leaning. It came down root ball and all again. It was leaning. It was up, but it was leaning like this. So I've been keeping an eye on it. Well, this past year, and whatever storm came through here, well, finished the job. So we'll get to work on this one now. All it did is it landed on one of these laterals. This is a 5/16 line. It just goes to individual trees off of the main line, which is over there. This is still line 7, yeah. No, excuse me. This is line 8. We're on line 8 now. Sugarbush 1, line 8. And here's our next problem slash opportunity. Same line, line 8. A little bit further along here. You might be thinking, boy, Fran, you have a lot of blowdowns in your woods. Well, I did this year. Don't usually have this many. The top of that tree there came off and blew down right here. And like I said, I had a particularly bad storm up here. I'm thinking sometime in September. But this part of the woods is a little more critical because the trees here aren't as healthy as they are in the rest in all my other sugar bushes. The soil here isn't as good a quality, so the trees are not as good. A lot of them get attacked by woodpeckers and there's other issues up here. The soil just isn't as good. Plus I have a field right over there. It's not my field, it's the neighbor's. And the wind blows right in from the west off of that field and has a straight shot at this corner of the woods. So I end up with stuff like this when we have a bad storm. Well, it's time to handle this one. And here is my bent tree. Google it. I guess once upon a long time ago, the Indians, Native Americans, would take a tree and bend it over like that when it was young, like a sapling. They would bend it over and it would point in the direction of something. Whatever. Who knows? Wherever they were going, it would point in the direction of a trail or somewhere where they were headed. And they would bend it over and they would cut it off and stick a hot coal in the end of it, which is where that nub is right there. And then after that, the tree would grow like this. So this is my bent tree. It's a sugar maple, and I do tap it. A little bit of historical information there. Google it, bent tree. Well, that's it for today. I did about 4 or 5 more decent sized trees after this one, and I also took care of a bunch of other little branches on sap lines. It's good to get that done on a beautiful day like we're having today, rather than have to dig around in the snow and cut that stuff and handle all that and repair those lines in the deep snow. I can repair the lines in the deep snow, but I can't, it's very difficult to, clear the snow off and see where you need to cut with the chainsaw to clear the branches off. So glad I got that done. So it's Sunday and it's time to go home to dinner and eat some leftover Thanksgiving pie. I forgot to mention, I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing right at this point, so if you like what you saw, like the video and subscribe, and I'll have more maple material. It's a pretty exciting business. I used to do other things and now I do this. It's very fulfilling. So like and subscribe. Have a good day.